let's actually relate it back to Barcelona with another transfer discussion. So there was the news that came out from ESPN where it was that their signings aren't registered, and their free agent signings they made, Andreas Christensen and Frank Kessie, may no longer be registered if they can't, or they may leave as free agents, I should say, sorry, if they don't get registered for Saturday's match, which a guy that Frank Kessie we were linked to, Owen, I mean, I'll give you his wage, kind of for reference. He's making £218,000 a week at Barcelona.
Is it that? Oh,
which is £2,000 a week off of our second leading earner in Virgil van Dijk. So with that big caveat in mind, yes, like you're taking no transfer fee, paying more in wages. You can bring that into it, but as a player, could he be a good signing for us if he leaves in this extraordinary circumstance?
I've never seen anything like this. I don't think any of us have. It's just unbelievable. The fact that we're talking about a new Barcelona player who hasn't played a single competitive game about potentially joining Liverpool is like, it's just hard to put into words, to be honest with you. And the fact they put him on that high of a wage is like, if you put him on 150k to Barcelona, dream club, is he going to say no? And if he does, then ultimately he's there for the money. It's like Liverpool. I love that wage structure that FSG have built. There's many things about FSG I don't like, but the wage structure has to be admired. And yeah, it's just so stupid how Barcelona are chucking away this money like needlessly where they don't have to. But yeah, going on to the question, if Liverpool were to potentially be offered him, on a free transfer, if it was for less wages than that, then yeah. But 280k per week, nah, not at all. Yeah, you can go and find another club.
Yeah, and just for clarity's sake, I don't know if I mispronounced it. 218, so 218,000. So not 280, not 280. That would be extortionate. Like that is that's close to Salah, and that's he's not Salah. That's all I'll say about that. The wages are loading up here because I want to offer for reference who actually makes £150,000 a week at Barcelona, because I think it's going to probably stun all of us. Making £150,000 a week. Jules Koundé making £150,000 a week. Now that surprises me. Pedri, £150,000 a week. Ter Stegen, £145,000 a week. That surprises me. Those are good salaries. They need to get him back to that level. That's pretty good.
It's Pedri, though, for that sort of money. He's like 18, isn't he? You'd kind of want him on a bit lower than that, kind of maybe wait another year and then offer him a bigger contract.
That's a 4-year deal that they got him on that wages. That's pretty solid, I think. Because then you take the leap in 3 years, from 2 years, 3 years time when he's 20, 21.
Which one hasn't signed a deal? Is it Gavi?
It's Gavi. And that's when I thought we've been linked to. He's making...
and that could be interesting. That could be interesting.
£3,000 a week right now. That guy's living in the slums of
Barcelona. Bajcetic is probably making more because he's just signed a new deal.
Yes. Hey, Gavi, you see Bajcetic? Go make his kind of cash. I would love us to sign Gavi. I think he would be a phenomenal understudy to Thiago.
I think that's something interesting with what's going on with Barcelona. Like what's going on, the way they're trying to treat Frankie de Jong, the way they're trying to treat some of their legends. Like if him and his representatives have got any kind of sense about them, they'll think they don't give a shit about like legends, let alone me. I need to get out of here. Even if he is like a diehard Barcelona fan, if he's got sense, he needs to get out of there quickly if he wants to fulfill his career. So it could be something to watch out for.
And his release clause was something like £35 million, something like that. It was, I don't know if that's the exact number, so don't quote me on that, but it was reasonable, whatever it was, even for is he 18 yet or is he still 17? He's still 17 according to this. When's his birthday? I don't know. We'll assume he's 17 and a half, just split down the middle. Gavi, Kessie, for you, Anthony, are you taking any of these weird Barcelona outcast, like financial trouble midfield signings we could make?
Mate, same view as Owen, honestly. Kessie, I don't think he's that good anyway. And Gavi, I'll definitely take him, whether it's this season or next season on a free. Like, £3,000 a week, I think probably every top club in the world would probably be after him, to be fair. But I think we're more for an attraction than most teams nowadays. And it's you know what? It's always crazy to me that people or players still choose, like, Barcelona, like, Koundé choose Barcelona over Chelsea. It's like, I don't get what's so, what's so attractive about Barcelona nowadays. It's not like they've got Messi, Ronaldinho anymore. They got who have they got?
Lewandowski, Rafinha.
Well, not yet.
They've not came in, but it's like they've got bums across the pitch realistically, and they're getting old, and I just can't, I just don't see a long term future for those sort of players. And I guess when you're growing up, maybe they sort of watch these Ronaldinhos or whatever, and that's why they want to play for Barca. But I like as of right now, I just don't see what's attractive to them. Obviously, we know what sort of mess they're in as a club, like financially. So, like you said, if Gavi's got any sense, then come to Liverpool, mate.
I'll tell you exactly why it's so attractive to go to Barcelona, because you can get married at the new camp now. What more could you want? It's a dream wedding, isn't it? A dream wedding destination.
Well, someone in the comments said that PK said he'd play for free, but I'm sure that's not the case anymore now that Shakira's been done for tax evasion. Like, I know they're getting divorced, aren't they? But I'm sure they would have, worked something out mutually. But she's going down the pot, so he can't afford to be passing up on those sorts of wages.
What's Shakira facing? Like prison, or is it just like heavy fines?
I think it was quite a big sentence in prison, wasn't it?
I think in Spain it's a massive deal. Yeah.
Jeez. I know there was a few years back, there was like the Ronaldo and Messi like tax evasion stuff. That was pretty big. That's pretty. I haven't been following that much. That's pretty funny. At the end of the day, like, I get the pull of Barcelona. Like, you live in Barcelona. Like, that's one of the best cities to live in the world. A club that's steeped in history.
Not officially though. You live in Monaco officially.
Oh, do you really? Wait, is this like a bit, or is this like?
If you don't want to pay taxes, then you live in Monaco officially.
There it is. All right, I'm with you now. But you live in Barcelona, Monaco. You live in a very lovely area of the world. You play in a stadium with 90,000 people. That's an immense atmosphere. The Camp Nou is maybe Owen. I don't know if that's a destination wedding I have in mind, but it's a pretty nice place to kick a football. I do have to say, that'd be pretty cool. Like you pay like I don't know how much you'd pay for it, but like before the match, you get a five-a-side match with just kids. They get to play in front of a full Camp Nou, just like at halftime. You make them pay for it. The parents pay for it. Gets them €1,000 a kid. You get 10 kids in there and a five-a-side. Maybe you get a full 11-on-11. Each kid gets like 2 kicks of the ball during halftime. That's like what, €22,000 a match? Come on, you should hire me. I got these creative accounting ideas. There was, speaking of creative accounting, I don't know how much to buy into it because like there's so much conjecture about the journalism around Barcelona. But there was the rumor that part of the 6th Street deal that they made, they paid €150 million to themselves to increase the value of the sale. Now that money no money changed hands, but the sale was 650 million euros rather than 500 million. But they didn't actually get 150 million euros from themselves. So it's like it actually was worth 500 million euros. They actually have to pay more in taxes now. That would be very funny if that actually was the case. I just love this situation so much. It's just so funny seeing like everyone talk about it. Louis, did you give a verdict on Gavi and Kessie if we should be signing either of them if anything weird happens?
I mean, yeah, Gavi, 100%. If something develops on that, but there's nothing at this point. But yeah, I mean, maybe beggars can't be choosers this late in the window. If Kessie doesn't join and is there, I mean, that's an ideal scenario for Jurgen Klopp. He gets us off his back and he picks up a free midfielder as well.
Yeah, if he's getting paid equal to Virgil van Dijk, if he takes the same wage over, that'd be interesting. I wouldn't do that personally.
Okay, yeah, if that's the case, then it'll never happen. But
yeah, I just think that'd be a non-starter because he'd be like, "Hey, I'm making £218,000 a week right now. Can I get that at Liverpool too?" He'd just be like, "No, like half that, buddy." Like, and then be like, "All right, that was quick negotiations. It's not gonna happen."